So the industry of minimalist shoes is nowadays developing more and more, and there are lots of companies, startup companies that are selling their shoes, and these shoes are quite expensive, and there are lots of people um, buying lots of these shoes. I was also one of them, and it's like you see this shoe and you think, um, I could do running better in this, or but in this shoe which I have, I cannot walk in the rain, so I have to buy this shoe so I can walk in the rain. So in the end, you end up with 10 pairs of shoes or more, or some people have 20 pairs of Vibram 5 fingers because they want to have every model. And then in the end, you have to remember, wait, the whole purpose of minimalist shoe is that you just use it to support you a little bit. Maybe if there's a nail on the road or something like that, and you step on it, that it doesn't crack your skin open and hurt a lot, but that it just this minimalist shoe that it accompanies you so you are able to perform your daily activities. So I I wanted to say two things. So first is that minimalist shoes are great because um, you I mean, depends what's your definition of minimalist, but if you're using a sole on the shoe which is 2 millimeters thick, you learn with time that you have to change your gait, you have to change the way you walk, you have to change the way you run. Then you really feel it. When you change those things, your posture improves. You're using your abdominal muscles much more. Um, so you are when you, during your walk you really have to use lots of your muscles to maintain this integrity of the walk, and so that you never hit the road hard because you have a really thin sole, but you are always engaging your muscles, so it's more like you're floating above the ground, not really. The interaction between you and the road is not harsh. You are barely to be heard, you are silent, so you are using your muscles all the time to perform this gliding like walk. You are much more, I wanted to say, I couldn't find the word, but you are much more elegant. And you also engage your calf muscles much more, which balances out your knees. So in the end, you don't have large quadriceps. You don't have large quadriceps, but you have your calves and quadriceps are balanced. So your little knee muscles are not stretched too much to towards your quadriceps or too much towards your calves. So that's pretty important for you not to have knee problems later on in life. And you're also, as I said, elegant, so you're not hitting the road hard with your heels or something like that. And that also helps with your bones, of course, and joints. Um, that's the first thing. I don't remember what I said. Two things, or so for me, the second thing which I wanted to say, at least for me, the purpose of using a minimalist shoe is that um, everything you're doing, it's yourself. You're just using this little piece of rubber or leather or whatever to accompany you during your daily activities. But what you're always doing is using your muscles, your gait. You're not using this big piece of chunky sole um, to walk, to run, or something like that. You're always relying on yourself, and you're just using this little thing to help you with that. Um, and also, um, the term minimalist means that you're not if you're not relying on this, you don't need 20 pairs. You don't need to spend all your money on this. Um, you don't need to try all of those shoes. Find a shoe that you like, get it, and go. continue with your life and just use it to help you along. And so lots of those companies that sell shoes, these shoes cost really much, and people like to get lots of these shoes. But for example, I found the Soft Star shoes and um, and the Soul Runner, and now I'm sorry that I bought, like, I don't know, 3 more pairs of shoes which I don't actually need. Um, and yeah, if I could go back in past, I wouldn't buy those shoes, because in already in the beginning I forgot what the term minimalist meant. Thank you. If you like this video, there I made some reviews about those 3 pairs that I shouldn't have bought. So if you want to check out the minimalist shoes on my channel, you can browse it. Thank you.